Good morning, welcome back to my vlog. Remember to check out the playlist below where you can find videos more closely related to the purpose of my channel, which is to share my experience as a Crohn's patient and a military spouse. Today is going to be a little bit different. I honestly didn't even think about turning the camera on when I woke up this morning, but I woke up actually to my news feed showing that a lot of my friends are actually struggling with this whole quarantine business. Some of them who started out really strong at the beginning are starting to break down. Some are starting to feel the effects of being closed in. Some are experiencing panic and anxiety attacks for the first time in their lives. I want to be here for you. I want to provide some solidarity if I can, empathy always. I'm an empath. Period. I'm a full-on empath. You cry, you get mad, I get mad. I experience people's feelings. Sometimes I hate it and I wish I could control it more, but that's just me. So I'm turning my camera on today, even though I have nothing planned to show you, because I want to be here with you from beginning to end, dull as it may be, just so you can feel the quarantine experience with someone else. This morning, and I feel that I should have shown you earlier today, I was actually outside with the herb/vegetable garden, still pulling out some weeds. And since I moved the spinach from place, it went from this very robust plant to just a few small leaves. And my husband told me it's normal. It's just, it needs to grow some new roots. So I'm caring for it, giving it lots of love. You know, if you talk to plants, they actually thrive. So I'm giving our herb and vegetable garden lots of love. I also took some dead leaves off our other plants, watered them, spent some time with my dogs outside. You know the drill. Right now I have something on the stove cooking for lunch, and I'm also taking care of my meds. As you can see, it's time to refill my pill organizer. I got all my bottles right here. So I'm just going to take care of that while my lunch cooks. And I shared in a previous video that I'm going to try to dedicate my time to more productive activities. So I'm practicing my French. I'm trying to pick up my Korean again. Finish books that I start, because I start very eagerly to read these books that I know I absolutely love, and then with the quarantine mentality, the funk of just being indoors and doing the same thing every day, I read a couple pages and I just let it go. So I'm going to try to be more diligent about that. I'm also executing plans, things that I've had in mind to do with the house and I don't do them. So one of the things I really want to do is tackle a box that we've been dragging around since our first move. Something I've had in mind. I'm really hot. I'm gonna turn on the fan. Hang on. Oh my goodness, I can't. As I was saying, one of the things I had in mind that I really wanted to do was play some of my video games. It is Saturday after all, even if I'm not currently teaching or seeing customers actively. Not much happens on Saturdays anyway, so I think I could dedicate a few hours to gaming. Another reason I haven't been turning on my camera as I used to is because I'm feeling very fatigued. And I've mentioned yesterday that I measured my blood sugar, my blood pressure, I'm hydrating, I'm taking naps during the day again, which I actually hadn't done since probably the beginning of the year when I was flared and on prednisone and all that stuff, and my body was healing. I was taking naps during the day, but I hadn't done that in so long. It's really weird for me to all of a sudden start needing naps again. I've also been trotting around the house, as you saw in one of my previous videos. I don't really dare go jogging outside because I don't know the effects it'll have on my body. And in fact, the following day I did have some diarrhea from the impact of the movement. So I don't do it outside, but it's been going fairly well indoors. So I do a couple of laps around the house. My little one keeps following me everywhere, and the big one's just saying, I'm too old for this. So she just stays put. And in case you're wondering, yes, this is taking me quite a bit. This is what it looks like so far. I'm still missing vitamin C and the hair, skin, and nails, which my dermatologist actually confirmed I need to continue taking. Something else I've been dedicating my time to is researching the hair loss treatment options my dermatologist recommended. I already ordered the Hair Max brush on Amazon, waiting for it to arrive. Obviously disinfect it when it arrives. Finished reloading all my pill organizers. Now I'm just gonna put them back in their little pouch. I definitely did not expect to have such a long lunch. They're chilling over there. because during my lunchtime, I was talking to a friend of mine who was giving me some of her insights on minoxidil or Rogaine. She does have experience with it, and well, I'm not going to get into details, but it was a pretty long conversation, to say the least. A friend of mine also drove by to borrow some eggs, which I thought was really funny because if you remember when I was going to make paleo pizza the other day, I didn't have eggs. A few days later, one of my other neighbors helped me get the eggs, and now another neighbor needed the same eggs that I had gotten from the first neighbor. So I thought it was kind of funny. As for what I'm going to be dedicating my time to, at least right now, it's going to have to be something that doesn't require a lot of thought. I'm having a hard time focusing. I did pick up my French book yesterday, and I sometimes had to reread the same sentence over and over, which is very tedious when you're trying to get through a text. I don't want to mess anything up, so I'm going to do something that I could just breeze through it with no consequences if I make a mistake. That is going to be getting rid of this box. This box has been through a lot. If you're watching, you know who you are. I still have this. The things you find. Isn't this cute? Our first home. Cards from our wedding reception. A letter from my mother. A letter from my husband when he was away at basic training. My first birthday cards away from home. This one was from my mom. This one was from my dad. They were emails. I printed them out and laminated them so I could stick them on the wall. It was my first birthday away from home. I turned what, 28, I think. These are all military documents. I do not touch anything that has to do with the military. My husband has to go through them and discard them himself. One file folder, empty. Good progress. It's only been 13 minutes. We're making good time. Oh my gosh. Ages ago. I mean, ages ago. Oh my gosh, so many memories. This is my phonology binder. This is 2006, 2007. So even if there are financial documents in here for tax purposes, it doesn't matter because they go back about 10 years max, and it's already 2020. So this is all going bye-bye. Now here what I am doing is I'm separating sensitive information going to the shredder, and then just regular stuff like pamphlets and whatever, they're going straight to recycling. If you are recycling though, please make sure to get rid of paper clips and staples, because they'll discard it for recycling if they're not removed. That's all I do to take out the staples, so you don't even have to pick them out one by one. Just rip out that corner. I have a visitor. Hey, mami. Te veo contigo ahorita, mamá. Acuéstate o vete allá. Even if you're not reading every single document top to bottom, definitely go through them at least once over, because I have found several of my papers with my social security number on them. This is one of my student loan papers. That's sad. I don't even know how that happened. I have student loans, bank documents, army papers, things I want to save in like a memory box, home business stuff. I guess you could call it miscellaneous, I guess. And then I'll get into putting them in their proper file folders. I have a filing cabinet over there. I have another piece of furniture in the closet that I'm using to store file papers, enrollment papers, tuition receipts, academic evaluations. We have emptied one file folder, or I think these are hanging folders. So one hanging folder that had two file folders in it for my college years, 2006, 2007, 2005, 2006. There is so much sensitive information in this, like my old health insurance and my parents' information is on here. This is crazy, people. Definitely go through your papers carefully, because identity theft is real. This is so funny. My blood pressure at age, what was this, 18 was 100/70. I'm 33 years old. It is still 100/70. I weighed 104 pounds. I currently weigh 107 pounds. Not much has changed in over 10 years. My diagnosis at age 18, IBS. It's right there. I'm actually gonna keep this. This is why I never did this box. I hate this. Why is my social security number on everything? Wasn't a student number enough? Another file folder empty. Woo! Holy cow. So many papers, it's driving me crazy. Oh, if you really knew me, you would know why this letter is so funny. This is when I was placed on academic probation. Allow me to give you a quick story of what had happened. I had kidney surgery for a kidney stone that was creating a partial obstruction. I had some complications, obviously, with my GI system, so I was hospitalized for a week. I had submitted all my medical paperwork to say I can't finish this semester, I can't do finals, but the registrar, the office that takes care of your enrollment paperwork and all that stuff in your academic progress, they said they weren't necessary. So the following semester I got that letter saying I was placed on academic probation because I failed to complete 50% of the coursework I had enrolled in. So I spent the first 2 months around there of the following semester saying it was medically proven that I couldn't finish the semester, and the people just put that I simply dropped out. So by the end of that semester, the probation was removed and I had to take some courses in summer to make up for lost time, and then everything went back to normal. I'm keeping that letter because that was quite the experience, and it's something I'd like to share with my future family. This is from that same semester. They had given me pamphlets for psychological consults and therapy and whatever services that they had available. Oh, the things you have to live through sometimes. But we're done with another hanging folder. Woo! There's so much left in here. All right, you guys, I don't think my phone is going to be able to hold this much footage. I'm already up to 40 minutes recording. I don't know how much room I have left. I have an entire hanging folder left. The rest of the box is actually from my old job. So I think I'll just show you real quick and then I'll go through them to throw away. These are some writing things I used to hand in for my writing classes. I used to write. I was a writer. That was my first program. My degree program was writing. And then I hopped over to modern languages. Some Italian stuff. This is all really random. Let me see. Some newspaper clippings, old pictures. Oh my gosh, I don't know if this person is watching my videos, but in case you are, I still have this. One of my students, who I believe is now a preteen, she was 4 years old maybe when she made this for me. These are her little hands. Look at that. This was one of the sweetest things I ever got. I used to get so many gifts from her as a teacher. I miss this stuff. Oh my gosh. I have some classroom decorations. This box, I'm telling you, it's just so random. Some more things I used to put on my walls. More of those. I used to make my own sometimes. So many words I used to put up on my walls in the classroom. Look at this. Look at this. So many letters of the alphabet. More words. Oh my goodness. This is 6 years worth of stuff, and I threw a lot of it away. Teachers' workshops. Now these aren't in Spanish, so this is from the last school I used to work at. Guys, there's so many more papers in there, and look at everything that's on my lap. Now I have another visitor. Are you guys telling me something? No pise, no pise. All right, I'm gonna empty my phone, take my dogs outside, take a breather, and then come back to this. Don't think I'll record the rest of it because you already saw the process and what I'm doing. Since this will be my mindless project for today, I guess I'll see you guys in quite a few hours. Quick update. Nothing's been going the way I thought. I started playing a game after I emptied my phone. I can't even talk anymore. After I emptied my phone, I said, I'm gonna play a little while. I wasn't playing even 10 minutes. I got a phone call. Lasted about an hour, and then I thought, okay, phone call's over, I'm gonna get back to the game. No, then this one, she just started howling in my ear that she wanted her food. So that's what we're doing right now. It's dinner time. Echa para allá. Estás muy seca. Mira, echa para allá. I think I'm just gonna go back to my game. I know that sounds so silly for a grown-up to say, but you know what? I haven't done it in forever. It's something that brings me joy, reminds me of when I was a kid, and my husband and I love playing this together, so I'm just going to play a little bit, then I'll go back to the office, get some more of that box done, try to accomplish at least one thing today. Okay, the little one is with me again. I'm gonna have to go take her to eat before the other one eats her food. Dali, vamos a comer. Guys, done in the kitchen. The doggies are all tucked in. Now I put this little gate up because the little one will actually walk around the house looking for me. I did not get to finish the box. Everything is still on the floor needing to be put away, and there's still stuff in there. But then that just means that tomorrow that's something I'm gonna have to continue, and it's on my to-do list as one of the first things to tackle. Time for some self-care, which is a healthy nighttime routine. I am going to try to go back to my old routine to share with you guys that this is doable. We can do quarantine. We can live our lives day after day in the house just fine without going stir crazy. Not gonna lie, I have had some low moments, you know, medical stuff and other things going on in the army life, but still peppy, still hopeful, still happy, and I am going to share that with you guys to try and provide some comfort and support. Hope you guys had a wonderful day, and I hope you get some nice rest tonight, and you will feel energized for tomorrow. See you tomorrow.